Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Two
Lucky
Lucky
Bitches.
So today we want to talk about, a couple weeks ago we talked about the hawks. And by the way, I think she's up there sitting because we see her. Yesterday we were out here all day, most of the day, and we saw her spending a lot of time up there, so we think she might be sitting part-time. But we want to talk to you about the rest of the birds that live around here with us. Hopefully you can hear them because they're singing like crazy right now.
Yeah, they are.
So when we moved in 20 years ago, our friend Destiny, and Destiny's probably going to watch this, so hi Destiny. I'm
Hey,
grateful
Destiny.
for our friendship with Destiny because she suggested that we get a bird book, and we did. And as you can see, it's pretty ratty because it's 20 years old and it's outside most of the time because we're out here. And if you can see all the tabs, these are all the different birds that we've seen over the years here. There's some birds that are here all the time, all the year. I don't know what are
Non-migrating.
Yeah, non-migrating birds. Some of the finches, and what are some of the birds that are here?
Well, when I edit this thing, what I plan to do is put the name of the bird.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so people can learn what the birds are, and because it's really
Awesome.
a fantastic hobby.
Yeah, she has a lot of really good bird photos, so I'm excited for you guys to see that. That we also have birds that migrate through, and so that's why we've seen so many. This is the perfect haven for them. We throw out birdseed in the morning and in the late afternoon. We have water troughs around, so there's plenty of water. And then we also have all the trees here, along with we have several bird houses. Some of them we bought, some of them our family and friends have given us. So I think Terry's also going to give us a tour of the
and I'm
different bird
laughing
houses.
about it.
Already?
Laughing about it already because of the names I gave the bird houses.
This is our collection of tiny homes. This is the Rainbow House. This one is a little seaside cottage. This one's a Poe House. The winter home. Another seaside cottage. And a cabin. Oh, and this one. That one was the mansion. And this is the outhouse.
I am a nut for taking pictures of birds, and I will take the same bird over and over and over. And I don't mean the same bird, I mean the same type of bird, because you can never have, you never know what your shot's going to be, if it's going to be any good or not, and it's the process.
Yeah.
It's the process that I go through that I enjoy so much. And don't get me wrong, I love the birds to pieces. And I would be saddened beyond, no one could console me if they left, tomorrow.
They're not going anywhere.
They're not going to leave, but my point is I love them so much, and I expect to see them. I'm looking right at them out here, and that's why they're chirping so much. They're out here eating, picking up their seeds, and so as I said, I can't get enough of it, and I'm gonna give you guys some of it. It's just it is a hobby, but it's also a compulsion. I have to take pictures of birds, and especially if they're doing something cute, and let's face it, I think they're all cute. So, there's never no shortage for motivation on my part.
Really, you could do this wherever you live. Get a bird book, because even when I drive into LA, this has happened to me before where I've been in a meeting and there's windows all around and I see a hawk flying out and I start watching it and not paying attention to what I should be paying attention to. So you can see birds anywhere. I mean, we attract so much of them, like I said, because we have the perfect habitat here, but you could really watch birds anywhere. They're all over. I see hawks all over in the city.
Yeah, and I think you have to be purposeful and to be mindful, if you will. They are everywhere, but if you're not paying attention, like, okay, for many years we're working our asses off, and I'm just going to speak for myself. I was exhausted, and because I was driving back and forth to LA, and so right now is the perfect time in my life, and it has been for years now since I've been retired from law enforcement, to watch birds. And so over the years, like she said, hold up that book. Look at the tabs. Look at the tabs on
There's
this
like a
bad boy.
10 of
Look at this.
them.
And look, well, this
It's
is
kind of ratty.
yeah, it needs some tape. It's coming off, but I mean, this
Yeah.
is everything we've seen right here, and we're in the high desert. It's not like we're in a tropical location. You know,
Yeah.
we don't see birds like they see back east, but they also don't see birds like we see here. It's all regional, and all of this book is California. But once
Yeah.
in a while, we will get a new bird, and I'm giddy like a child on Christmas morning. You know, I'm like, and I'll go to her, I saw a new bird, I saw a new bird. And if I can't take a picture of it, I try and take a mental picture of it, but I'm never really sure until I see it again and maybe get that shot. Because then I can study the picture really, really well and say, yeah, that was a such and such, you know. And we did have a new bird this year, and I will put one of those pictures in here and let you know this was a new one. But we do have what I would consider to be sort of like tropical sort of birds come through here in their migration. They stop off, they might be here, actually have their babies and leave, but they migrate here. Other ones just stop off, eat some, off they go a little further north. It just happens to be what they do. But you know, I'll find
What?
The hawk.
Well, for some reason, the last week there's been a lot of ravens flying around. I don't know if they're I'm wondering if they're trying to find a place to nest. I think we do have a couple that do nest in the back, I think, because the hawks are in the front, so I think they can't be close. So they do in the back. Because last year we had a whole group of them. She had babies. I think there were 5, so there were total 7. I also read yesterday, I was looking up ravens because I was wondering why they were doing that, and apparently they do mate for life. And then I learned that flock of ravens is called an unkindness. Which
I love that word.
I don't. I wish they were called something better.
Oh, he landed on the same tree that one raven.
What the hell is that?
Oh, they do that. He's sunning.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's what he's doing, sunning himself. And I think it freaked the ravens out a little.
Are you getting a picture of that? That's crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I am.
That's crazy cool.
And if you get yourselves just a cheapy set of binoculars, you're going to see stuff. You're going to see detail of the birds that you don't normally see. Like I can look at the birds from here and know exactly what they are because I've been looking at them for years. However, it wasn't always like that for me because I didn't look at them as close as I should have. Once I got a camera, and once I started taking pictures, that was the whole ball game for me. I can see detail now that I'm like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. And I look at the book. I've got this book damn near memorized for what's where. And but it really helps to see them close up, because once you've seen them, you realize what they are, and then you're like, oh, only such and such and such and such showed up today, and and I didn't see a such and such. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, there. I mean, it's a game I play with myself, a mental game, but a mental game of pure love. Believe me, I love these birds. And gosh, if you can hear us over there chattering right now, they're in the majority of them are in the big pine tree that the hawk lives in.
Yeah.
And they're all the tree is bustling with activity. So that is what I am grateful for this week. I'm grateful for our birds. We feed them, and they're getting, I swear, tamer and tamer. I sat out here, laid on my belly. This is a funny story. I'll make it quick, but I was laying on my belly out here. I want to get some really good close-up shots. Not that I can't anyway, because I have pretty good lens, but the dogs came over to me, and they thought I fell down. And they would not leave me alone. They were licking me and coming up to me, and they wanted to, what was that thing in my hand? They've seen me with a camera, but they were all, and Patches just stood over me like, I'm staying here until you're okay, Mom, and I'm like, I'm okay. Finally I had to get up because I couldn't do the pictures. They were standing in my way, you know,
So
worried
funny.
about me. But that's what a nut I am. I'll get on the ground, you know.
I hope you can hear all the birds around us because they're really going crazy. This is an active time of year, obviously, like you were saying.
Yeah, the blue
The-
jays are going nuts right now.
The other
With the-
other birds that I love so much, and I hope you have some video of this, would be so cool. The sounds of the quail. The quail are just magical, funny creatures.
They are magical.
They're magical because they just appear. I mean, they're not like huge flyers, so you don't see them in the air or anything. They just come, I don't know, they just appear out of the ground.
It does feel like they come out of a bush or something, and then they go back in, and
Yeah.
that's it. They're
Yeah,
gone. They're
they
in,
just
out,
appear.
you know, of our reality.
And they make me laugh because they don't fly that much, so they sort of run on their little feet, which is adorable. And then when they do fly and they land, it's like they don't know how to land. It's like almost like a crash and burn.
It's crash landing every
It's
time.
so funny.
Yeah.
The cutest thing ever, baby quail. That
Oh.
is the cutest thing I've ever seen. That's like baby lamb cute. I mean, they're adorable.
Yeah.
And last year was the first year that they actually brought the babies up here close on the pad so we could be close to them. So I can't wait for that to happen again this year. We'll have to post
Yeah,
photos
it won't
when
be
we
long.
see those. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been extraordinarily cold,
Yeah.
on and off here. So
Yeah.
all of a sudden we've got grass, but then the next few days it's freezing.
Yeah.
Literally, the water is freezing. So it's coming in and out. But we'll be in full on spring, and I'll have my eyeballs glued to this space out here so I can catch a glimpse of the more colorful birds that come through here, and the ones that are not here year round, which it's always a treat for me. That's a treat.
Yeah, for sure. All
Um,
right. So this week, I think we're grateful for all the wildlife that we see on a daily basis because
Absolutely.
we are two lucky bitches.
We are. We're two lucky bitches. Get over it. We're two lucky bitches.
Oh, look at your hat.
You guys have a good week, and tell us what you're grateful for. We'll see you on the flip side.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.